And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they can nail a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You're all mine, baby. You go get this. You're all mine. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Throwing to start the drive. Murray dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Oh, out of my way.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Let's go. 2-2. Hot!
56. Quit talking about it.
It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Know your job.
Under 10. Under 10.
Murray off play action. Out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Get in the weight room.
Shotgun now from Murray. Finds the open turn to Arnold. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Omaha.
Check
And he'll be
26,
a
check
little
26.
shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Way to go,
Give him
guys.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most
gonna run
offenses
you
don't expect to
over.
get 5
I'm gonna
yards on a
run you
play call
over.
like that. So
45,
when they do,
45.
they
Mike,
go back to their
45.
huddle with a little pep in
Guys,
their
it's game
steps. They're starting to
situation.
think that
Let's
they're
go.
starting to dominate
Jab.
the line of
Hey,
scrimmage.
Check the backer.
Get on 2nd down.
Watch him quit.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game,
Let's
doesn't
go.
it?
Let's do it.
Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
1st and 10 is coming. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That play reminded me
can't
a lot
move
of
the
a
ball
former
on us.
teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now it's 2nd and 9.
45. Here we go. 45.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive, that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they were going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hey, we got
To throw it out on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack it for the runner to find a hole.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken it. the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of his end zone comes Andrews. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
56. Mike's 56.
Here we go.
56.
On play action, it's Murray.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Mike's 56.
Oh, it's Murray.
Strip the ball.
Screen pass to Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
But not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Kill. Shift.
Watch out.
Hey.
Right back to Connor here. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Bus stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right there. All day, baby.
Go on.
56.
Second down and 4. Murray under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Hey, watch the ball.
Is a very,
Big
very
Ace open.
fickle man.
56.
Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here I come again.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Touchdown. It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a third and seize the lead before intermission. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, gotta go.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to
Toward the
see me.
sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result, first down. Clock keeps moving.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, always happened for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 32-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, this is a tough game. We need to change. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Establishing inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
56. Mike's 56.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
He's coming. We got double.
Omar.
He's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Watch safety creep.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Sure.
He'll stay on the counter again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
56. Check 56.
So don't say nothing.
56. Mike.
They're going to try to throw on third down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Deuce. Mike 56.
From the gun, Murray.
Run.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well,
Come on,
just trying to
fellas.
contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, just get
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 56, right there. 56. Time to go, night. Slam. Check.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Find Isabella. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Mike's 56.
Hey.
49. Goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Your trip ends
He'll
here,
get 6
baby.
on the ground
Your
there,
trip
and it'll be
ends
2nd
here.
and goal coming up.
Two. Hot.
Check 56.
Hey.
Come to our world. We want
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Prater to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
all day.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And this game was all scored. Touchdown 7 following the touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath,
That's
don't you
it,
think?
baby.
Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to put one out here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3.
It's coming again.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Got it. Ready? The mic. We're going 25's the mic.
So we got man.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding
Single,
call,
single.
and it's quickly second. Off the play fake, they lift to throw.
You're not ready.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fear in that offense. Hey, 25's the mic.
They go play action here.
Come on out here.
First
Come get
down.
some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10.
Cougar 19.
Hey, we got
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
25's the mic. We're going 25.
Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30
You don't want no
there.
problems with me.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full stream.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Get him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. This is the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to control on first and goal. He is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Gunner on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, watch that.
About 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Here we go.
And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Check. Deuce.
Omaha.
This is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mike 56.
To throw, hurry.
I don't think you got
On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that's the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Target. Mike 9.
Bang it.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
Tighten up.
He's got his tight end, Fant. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, rookie quarterbacks, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
careful with myself.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.